Hello everybody and welcome to another crafting adventure, and today we're going to make something a little bit different, as recently we've been doing a lot of bead kits, and today, as it's springtime, I thought we should do something spring themed, and that is why I have decided to do this. Yes, this is a rabbit made of corrugated paper. Now this is an interesting kit that I did receive from Germany, actually, and it is from a €1 shop, similar to the 100 yen shops I use in Japan for the bead kits and such, and I'm very interested to see what this actually is. And from the picture it just looks like it's made of folded and coiled corrugated paper, and looking at the back of the box you can see you have the different colour paper, the goggly eyes and the instructions. Additionally, you will need a ruler, some glue and some scissors, which I have prepared. So, first things first, let's find out what's in the box. As to be expected, you have the corrugated paper, nicely tied and bound. The googly eyes, which are quite surprisingly not squashed, which is good because sometimes these do get squashed. And your old instructions. Although I did notice something quite important, as the first stage does mention to cut 2 pieces at 50 centimeters each, meaning a ruler is probably not going to be the best thing, and you are going to want to use a tape measure. So, well, let's get started. On closer inspection, I did discover that the paper itself is already cut into more or less 50 centimeter strips, so you don't really need to measure those bits. And then it's just a case of taking 2 of them and rolling them up into our ball like this. Although, just to make sure it keeps its shape, adding some glue from time to time. Not too difficult so far. Stage 2, as you can see, requires 2 50 centimeter strips at 0.5 centimeters each. Considering this is 1 centimeter thick, this does mean I'm going to have to cut it across the center. That's not going to be fun. And then once you've done that, you roll it much in the same way as you did on part 1. Just push the center bit out a little bit so it gives a kind of dome shape. Once you got your thin and your thick piece, and your thin pieces sticking out a bit like this, just got to glue these 2 together like that, and then you have the face of your rabbit, or the base of the face. Then we need 2 20 centimeter pieces of the white paper, folded over a few times to give these ears, and these are then glued onto the circle at the top to create the face with the ears. Should be easy. So I've given the ears a little bit of time to dry and everything seems to be alright, and the next thing is we gotta make the decoration on the face. Now there are 2 parts to this. The first part, we need 2 3x8mm and 1 12x3mm black piece, and 1 rolled up 10 centimeters by 0.3 centimeter piece. And then of course they just go on to make the, if we can look there, little mouth and the connection and the nose. Done! Alright, that's the head finished. So, next we're going to need to make the body, and for that we need 125 centimeters of the pink stuff rolled up like so and pushed up to give this dome shape. Then you need to do exactly the same with the brown, like so. Keep this one not quite as pushed out as the pink. Put them together like this, and then use a 16 centimeter strip of pink to hold them into a ball shape. There you are. The body's nice and, well, sturdy. Although, oh dear. Although, as you can see, need to give it a little bit more time to dry because this brown bit tends to fall off. So we'll put that over with the head. Next, we need to make the arms, and for this, we need 2 23 centimeters of pink and 2 10 centimeters of white rolled up. So, once you stuck them together, all you do, turn the pink sideways, push the white in, and hopefully it should go back a bit like this, and then just glue this in place twice. And finally, just roll up 2 15cm strips of white to make the feet. Then all you need to do is stick on the legs, stick on the arms, and stick on the head. One note, I did switch to this crafting glue as this was useless. So, let's put it all together. And everything is nicely glued together. But before we look at the final thing, I just wanted to have a quick recap of what we're looking for here. Nice rounded body, the arms, legs, and the head all in place there to give a kind of rabbit looking effect. Also, the orange bit on the shoulders, which I didn't do for reasons that will become obvious shortly. So, let's take a look. Ta-da! Yeah. Not quite as happy and smiley as the one on the box, but it is a rabbit, and you can see that it is a rabbit. Now you'll notice there is an awful lot of glue all over the place because, yes, this paper really does not want to stick together very well, especially when you have to push it up into a cone shape. The moment you put the head on, it flattens itself back down again. Thus, there is no space for the orange collar. But I suppose once the glue's dry and everything's in place, it looks like a smiling paper rabbit, I suppose. And if that's what you're looking for, you can make one. Yes, a little bit disappointed that the legs didn't, well, the bottom didn't really come out well, as that did get entirely flattened, and the centre band on there meant I couldn't push it back out again. So, if you do decide to make one of these, you will need an awful lot of this kind of crafting glue, and it will get messy. But there you are, a €1 paper rabbit.